Good Thursday evening, everybody. Welcome back to TIMBP Live. It's Perry. I'm here. I'm happy to be a part of your Thursday night. I'm happy that you guys have chosen to spend it with me. Tony Bagadona says, I don't have anything poured yet. Maybe I'll watch this one sober. Tony, I think you've already taken it with the joke of the evening. Darren writes here, Mr. D's Bourbons. Hello. I'm here for the Effin' and Jeffin'. The Effin' and Jeffin' will commence very shortly. And Donnie says, hashtag Snubby Chats are tips, and tips can be sent over at streamelements.com/this is my bourbon podcast /tip. Is it cold? It's colder than it normally is. Don Nishida, all the way in Hawaii. It's about 60. Right? Actually, what is it right now? 54 right now here in Lexington, Kentucky. But I mean, don't get me wrong. The vest is on for now. That doesn't mean that the vest is going to be on the entire stream. And it's what's the over under? What does everybody think the over under is? What are we thinking, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes? Hold on. Patrick says, what's with the Johnny Cash get up? Do I have it, Johnny Cash? I'm wearing it. Did Johnny Cash ever wear a Henley and a puffy vest? Is that a thing that he did? Jason Busey. I expected you to do better at Matt Madness. You were supposed to beat the pretty boy. Jason, first of all, it's good to see you in the chat, my friend. I love you. I hope you're doing well. I wish I had done better at Matt Madness as well. How much snuffy chats for the clothes to come off? That is non-negotiable. Where's the ascot if we were putting the palate to the test? My blind? Eh. I've got like a handkerchief somewhere. Oh, here it is. Ah, crap. It's I tied it around my headphones. That's not going to make me claustrophobic. But it's an old Smoky Mountain moonshine handkerchief. If I pulled the handkerchief away and my head was gone, that would get people clicking. That would get the clicks and the watches and the views. I'm dressed in all black. This is navy. I made the mistake of wearing a navy vest. Nice. I had to rewind to hear what you said. I am too a Johnny Cash fan. Just my brain went. Never mind. Hello, Heather Starkey. Hope you guys are doing well. Over under for a strip show, 20 minutes or 3 pours. I'm not get. Hey, 3 pours of this stuff. It's not a lot. Johnny Cash should be starting Back to the Future. John says he'll put a handkerchief on too. Now it's Johnny Cash. We started Back to the Future 3. Am I about to rob a stagecoach? Absolutely. What up, Tony Beruvides? Beruvides, excuse me. The navy vest is black on my camera. It is navy, though. I promise. Whiskey shopping's help? Good to hear. Black for Halloween season and the release tomorrow of Hocus Pocus 2. I saw somebody say recently that Hocus Pocus 2 is the only other movie besides Space Jam that millennials think is great, but actually really sucks. And I can't stand Hocus Pocus. I think it's an awful, awful movie. I have never liked it. Um, every time that I watch it, I just cringe. I think it's I just don't I've never enjoyed it. I have never, ever, ever enjoyed that movie. Uh, but I do like Space Jam. So Johnny Five, no Alanis, and pink lighting tonight. None of those. Tonight's fairly normal, as I'm noticing my shirt is open way more than I thought it was. Cheers, everyone. Cheers to you, Scott Pigsley. Hope you're well. I'm so not looking forward to it. Me neither, Pat. Sorry, Don. I don't like Hocus Pocus at all. Jason, when I was in there, there was a big joke that navy blue is black. We had a belt that was supposed to be navy blue that was indeed black. Same socks. Nice. It was nice being friends. Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just don't. Never seen it, but as Bourbon Noob will tell you, I may or may not be a boomer. I look. Do you think that I came on this stream tonight to gain friends and make acquaintances? No, I came on here tonight to rip on some crap. Maybe we're gonna find out together. But we'll get to it. We'll get to it here in just a second. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. If you want to support the show, you can do so through the Stream Elements link. It is our method of super chatting. It's called Snuffy Chats. It's in support of Mr. Snuffleupagus right back here, patron saint of our streaming here on TIMBP. There's also a few other ways you can do it. If you would prefer to use directly through PayPal, Venmo, the Cash App, what have you. But it's basically the same way. Daggone it. Did I really get my headphones in there again? I did. Oh well. Halloween Town is so much better. So much better than Hocus Pocus. 100% agree with you, Clifton. Seems you came on to lose friends and cause unsubscriptions. Hocus Pocus has Sarah Jessica Parker in her prime. I'm 1000% a fan. Fair. Hubie Halloween is infinitely better than Hocus Pocus. I would choose Hubie Halloween over Hocus Pocus, and I don't. Hey, you watch your mouth. Halloween Town's for millennials, not Gen Zs. Hubie Halloween is not a good movie, but it is better than. I like it better than Hocus Pocus. Handkerchief kind of like an ascot? Definitely the point, Johnny. Definitely the point. Got here. Right on time. That's what I was going to say. All right. Hocus Pocus sucks. Donnie says, now I agree with Perry. Anything with Sarah Jessica Parker has to be awful. People like Sex in the City. I don't know what that says about people, but it definitely is a thing. All right. Enough time wasted. We're putting this crap to the test. It's time because Fred Minnick many months ago partnered with Total Wine to support and celebrate some of their their Total Wine only brands. Now, I was just informed earlier tonight that deal actually doesn't exist anymore. So even though I'm doing this, I found out last minute that he doesn't exactly put his name on any of these. However, at one time he did. So that brings us to this segment that I like to call Fred Minnick told me I got to buy these bottles. Should we pump the brakes or go full throttle? Should we pump the brakes or go full throttle? Kind of didn't work because the banner was going across the bottom. But anyway, that's what this show is called. Halloween Town was cringe. Fair enough. Dahmer, on the other hand. Okay. You don't have to like Hocus Pocus, but saying Hubie Halloween is better. Let's fight. Fair enough. Mike Meyer, cheers all. Hello, Mike. Good to see you. Halloween Town 2 was good too. I think there was a third one, but we don't talk about her. That is true. Scott says sellout. Wait one, Fred Minnick. What the heck is going on here? What's going on with you, Mr. ADHD Whiskey Matt Porter? Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're well, buddy. Full throttle. Love the title. Thanks, Clifton. Fred Minnick's total wine deal is the hocus pocus of the whiskey world. Pump the throttle, indeed. Fred Minnick used to tell you that you got to buy these bottles. That is true. I like that. I liked that title though. I was happy with that. Oh, now there's too much crap going on. Fred Minnick told me I got to buy these bottles. Should we pump the brakes or go full throttle? I still can't say it. Whatever. Who is Fred Minnick? I don't know. QB Halloween is amazing. Yes. Absolutely. Big thoughts, big energy, big love, big prayers to Emily Chambers in Florida. She is in the midst of dealing with Hurricane Ian. Uh, lots of awfulness happening right now in Florida. Um, we wish her the best. Wish all our Florida family the best for sure. This segment is brought to you by the McGriddle and the letter Y. Why? Because I gotta. Speaking of cringe, Fred Minnick. Now, here's the thing. Clifton, Hubie Halloween's an Adam Sandler movie on Netflix. It's really not very good. I mean, truth be told, it's not better than Hocus Pocus, but it's a movie. You can go watch it. It's something. But okay, here's the thing. Here's my disclaimer as well. I'm friends with Fred. Like Fred is a good friend of mine. If you listen to last week's episode where we were at Bourbon and Beyond, I got to sit down with Fred for the first time in 2.5 years. Don't forget Cheech in Florida too. Absolutely. Is my neck sweating? Not yet. Not yet, but it will soon. And I have not tasted all of Fred's sadness yet. I heard Fred Minnick is Colonel Sanders' nephew. It's really funny. And I do consider Fred to be a mentor too. I said that on last week's episode, and I mean it. However, this was a weird thing that he did, and it was a strange misstep that I think a lot of people caught on that it wasn't exactly because he believed in these products, but it is definitely something he attached his name to at one point. Oh gosh, you're right. The likes are down there too. Man, oh, I meant to actually message the likes earlier. Y'all remind me as we're wrapping up. I need to check in on the likes and Cheech and everyone down there. Um, one of my favorite places, one of my family's favorite places to go. Lucy's family, which is also by extension my family. Captiva, which is on the Gulf Coast of Florida, got just the brunt force of most of this hurricane, and I doubt most of it is even still there. I mean, truth be told, I doubt it's everything I've heard is that it's not good. It's not look so anyway. Um, yeah, I don't want to get too sad. I did have a isn't he from Oklahoma, Jason? I was he's talking crap about all of Oklahoma. I thought he was from there. Um, Likes live streamed earlier today. Good, good. Dan's in Gainesville. Tony, you're in Orlando. Hope you're okay too. I heard briefly or like once that Orlando might get some of the actual like strong hurricane winds from Ian. So That's so strange. What did he say, Jason? I'm genuinely curious now that he started trash talking his home state. I, for one, would never do that about Kentucky. I love this state, man. My favorite. All right. So I got 7 bourbons here that were on Fred Minnick's in-house list of bourbons that he approved of for Total Wine brands. The Pink Gwyn. Hello, the Pink Gwyn. What is a bourbon podcast? It's a podcast where I talk about and drink bourbon, but also we do a lot of pop culture stuff too. Thank you so much for being on the Twitch. Hello from Denmark. My goodness. No, we're not getting too messed up today. But thank you for being here. Holy crap. Denmark listener? Viewer? Thank you so much. That is friggin' awesome. Support do the things. Like the all that stuff. I'm just flustered. We got a Denmarkian in here. Dadgummit. I thank you so much for being here. So cool. Man. He's an Oklahoma State alum? A Dane. I just thought Denmarkian sounded funny. I knew you were, yeah. Yeah. We got a Danish. We got a Danish in the chat. Over on Twitch. We don't have many people who watch on Twitch, which is okay. But hey, Patrick's over there on Twitch though. But Pinkwin, thank you so much for watching on Twitch. David Jeanette. Hey, Perry, been a while. Thank you for being here, David. How many are on YouTube? We got about 20-ish on YouTube right now. You can come watch on YouTube too if you want. But yeah. All right. So 7 bourbons we're going through tonight. Starting out with Black Eagle Bourbon Whiskey, 3 years old. This is from MGP. This one's 80 proof. I believe this is the lowest proof of everything tonight. This one and the next one are both 80 proof. Not a terrible nose. It's interesting though that they don't put straight on the old whiskey individual barreled bourbon, old style individual barreled bourbon whiskey distilled from only the finest quality ingredients for a genuine full bourbon character. What a bunch of crap on that label. It is strange that they didn't put they didn't put straight on there. Everybody on YouTube, say hello to the Pinkwin over on Twitch. Pinkwin, I stream from one thing, so I can go to multiple platforms. So I'll get everybody on YouTube to say what up to you. Nose is super, super light. Tasty notes. Well, it's bourbon. Let's find out. It's not bad. It's really, I mean, it is really light. It's like caramel popcorn, mostly. Not bad. Not bad at all, I will say. I'm also gonna give these a 1 out of 10 score. So if you do decide that you're gonna pick any of them up, we'll find that out together at the end. But I mean, this is what, like $22 a bottle? It doesn't taste young as much as it tastes and smells thin. It's got that. Where'd Penguin go? I don't know. Where did you go, Penguin? But it's got that quality to it of like being watered down. Like that thing of where when you put ice in bourbon and it just sits there for way too long. Not good, not great. 5 out of 10. I'm gonna go 5 out of 10. on the Black Eagle. Hello, Bill. Bill, you've not missed too much yet. I am actually just now getting to the first couple of tastings. This second one is Kings Creek Black Label Tennessee Sour Mash Whiskey, aged a minimum of 4 years. Not a bad label. Is this going to focus or not? Why are my hands so bright? Whatever. Screw it. Minimum 4 years. Also 80 proof. Uh, bottled by Universal Brands in Princeton, Minnesota. I'm wearing an ascot. I'm wearing it, kind of, sure. You just noticed the ascot, Scott? That's really funny. All right. Kings Creek. See what's up here. Not much. A little smokiness. It kind of like tobacco, like cigar tobacco smoke. You thought it was a shirt? No, no, no. This is my old smoky moonshine uh, handkerchief slash ascot for the evening. Yeah, it's very cigar tobacco-y. I don't mind the nose. I don't mind the nose. Again, 80 proof, so it's not gonna blow me out of the water. Mm. There's a sour, there's a sour bitter note that comes through about midway through the palate. Very little finish. Oh, but then it really turns to that very odd, that very odd, like cheap, been in a plastic bottle, also been just ugh, just not good. 3 out of 10. Blech. I don't want to drink that one anymore. Hayes Parker Reserve Kentucky Bourbon Whiskey, 86 proof. And if I'm not mistaken, we have actually had this one on an episode of the podcast before, but it's been a long time. It says on the side, an experience you can spend the rest of your life with. It's that good. Aged a minimum of 1 year in new charred oak barrels. Yeah, we'll see about that. Notes of plastic bottle. Boy, this one smells bad. This one smells really bad. I really don't like the nose on this one. This one has that bad young note to it. I mean, just straight up, like not even like not even like grainy. Just like something didn't go right in the aging process. Convenient. They came in 50 mil. Oh yeah, you think I? Yeah, this one smells like ascot. It does have a fruity note to it though, which I kind of like. But I mean, if I'm trying to find some kind of positivity, but it is very kind of it's kind of peary, kind of apricotty. Malort also comes in 50 mil. Dang it, uh, should have topped off this stream with a little bit of Malort, so everybody knew I was being sincere. Whoa. Oh, it tastes like Fireball. If you had told me, if you had me guess what that was, without telling me what I would have thought it was Fireball. That's what I'm trying to say. It's bad. It's really bad. 1 out of 10. Absolutely a 1 out of 10. One for as old it's as many years as it is aged. One. It's kind of berry. Yes. Hello again, whiskey friends. Hello, Jeff Wack. Good to see you. Fred Minnick told me to drink these whiskey. Now I think these whiskeys. Now I think he hates me. Is it Band-Aids? It is. It is not Band-Aids. I also hate Fireball. Whack Attack. Wait, does Jeff Wack have a channel now? Whack Attack, congratulations, brother. Please text Fred a pic and ask, why would you do this to me? To be fair, Fred, he would probably call me while I was on stream. I don't want to poke the bear that much. I don't want to poke the bear that much. All right, moving on to the next one. So far I've had 5, 3, and 1. This is Copper Pony rye whiskey. Not going to focus, I guess. 90 proof. Produced and bottled by Terra Pierce. Produced and bottled by Terra Pure Spirits, North Charleston, South Carolina. Aged a minimum of 6 months in a new oak barrel. Yay. Yay. I'm so excited. You're welcome, Jeff. Super happy for you, man. That's awesome. I can't wait to check your stuff out. You do feel sorry for my palate right now? If you think that I am not going to drink Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof after I'm done with this, you're sorely mistaken. Bottle chug? Yeah, I might have to. Why must Charleston be known for that trash? I don't know, buddy. At least it's North Charleston. Not Charleston proper, I guess. The nose is bad. It smells like mouthwash. Mouthwash, mint, which I guess kind of falls into that mouthwash category, but also a little bit of. Good Knox? Just stopped and stared at me. It's got a little bit of that rye grain to it as well. That label is like bragging you got a participation award. Yeah, North Charleston is pretty trashy in some areas, so understandable. Hey, I don't know much about North Charleston, but I do know that this whiskey smells like feet and mouthwash. No, that tastes. Oh. Here's the thing. Here's the good characteristic about this. It's that it has body to it. It actually has a little bit of character to it. It's that character. It's and it part of it is not bad. It starts out really rough. It starts out pretty undrinkable. By the end of it, it actually gets to be kind of York peppermint patty ish. What is that note though? I think it just might be straight up toothpaste. I think the note it's not, and it's not bad toothpaste, it's just toothpaste. And I don't want toothpaste in my whiskey. I don't want toothpaste. That needs to be a shirt or something. What? This is like that time I watched the Lord of the Ring trilogy and had to binge all of Harry Potter to make it go away. You don't like Lord of the Rings? I didn't know that about you, Pat. Get Fred on my podcast and blind him with these. Now that's an idea. That's an idea. What's the whiskey that's currently making Perry sad? Copper Pony rye whiskey. Sucks. It's not very good. I do actually like it better than the Hayes Parker, though. Not by much. 2 out of 10. Doesn't take much. Doesn't take much. Terra pure garbage, indeed. I was thinking about that today, Donnie, actually. Brushing my teeth before doing a podcast or drinking bourbon or something like that. No wonder you looked like you were about to throw up. First Hocus Pocus, then shots at Lord of the Rings. I can watch people walk out my window. Why would I want to spend 12 hours staring at people do it on a TV? Makes Barry sad, but Fred's wallet happy. Not anymore. I mean, he doesn't have that deal with Total Wine anymore. So the whole premise of this stream is kind of a bust. But even still, I mean, whatever. Hey, we're just over the halfway point. I want to let you know about a couple of things. First off is the Patreon page for this My Bourbon Podcast. You can head to patreon.com/My Bourbon Podcast for as little as $1 a month and support the show for as little as $5 a month. That's when you start getting bonus content, which includes pregame chats that come out before every episode. And we're flipping back and forth between a couple of Patreon-only shows. One's called Pours from the Floor. We're clearing out a bunch of Eric's bottles that his wife is mad about still being around, and the other is called Samply Irresistible because I have too many samples that people send me, and I have to get through them. So that's that. So patreon.com/My Bourbon Podcast. Go check all that good stuff out. Also, if you've not yet done so, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff. And if you want to support the show, you want to support the live stream, you can do so by heading over to the Stream Elements link, which is in the description, also pinned at the top of the YouTube comments section. And it's Snuffy Chats. It's in support of Mr. Snuffleupagus back here, also in support of the channel because I need help. I need help after drinking all these whiskeys too. But he's recommended some really heinous whiskey outside that deal. Number one being Dave Nichols 1843. I've not had the 1843. I've not had that one. But anyway. All right. Moving on. This is the only full bottle that I got because they didn't have it in the airplane bottles. McFarland's Reserve. It's not really focusing. I like the bottle. I like the logo quite a bit. Aged a minimum of 3 years. If I do remember correctly, this is a wheated bourbon. Distilled in Kentucky, bottled in Danville. Oh, so this might be might actually be something not so bad. Oh wait, no, I forgot one. I'll come back to it. Perry, can you pause the stream while I go down to the basement to find a pour? I'm wiped out from packing and moving all week and into this weekend. Sure. What do you guys want to talk about? Well, Tony's gone. Just flip these around so that I don't forget what I did. I really like the nose on this one. I genuinely like the nose on this one. It is fruity. It's got a little bit of a kick to it as well. It's almost like a fruit smoothie, almost kind of sugary. Fred's whiskey broke Terry's brain. yeah. New topic: Kentucky football, killing it right now, man. Kentucky football is so good right now. Fun to watch. They're playing great. All that kind of good stuff. Swan talked about it. I do believe he did talk about that. That sounds correct. But Yeah, fruit smoothie. I like that nose a lot. And it's a nice change of pace from everything else that I've had so far. Palate's a little flat. Palate is a little bit flat. But here's the thing, though. It does kind of have that same thing that I was talking about with the Stone Pony, where it's got a little bit more character than all of these, and it's actually a good it's a good quality. Like I'm not sitting here going, "Gosh, I wish this actually was drinkable." It's drinkable. I enjoy drinking this one quite a bit. I don't find I don't think this would be my go-to on many occasions, but in a sea of crap, I mean, it's nice to see that this one was just kind of a wet fart. Dry fart? Dry fart. No, I don't mind that one. I really don't mind that one. Saying it's a dry fart in a sea of crap. Would I recommend any to my listeners though? So far, this would be the only one that I would recommend to listeners or viewers. Popcorn fart. Oh, we don't have to talk about Brett Favre. It makes me sad. Popcorn fart's not a bad descriptor though. Uh, Gosh, going back to the Black Eagle, it's got so much character on it. I know I gave that one a 5 out of 10, but I think I might comparing the two noses. I mean, the Black Eagle's definitely got more going for it. I would give the McFarland's a 6, and I guess I would bump the no, actually 5. I'm sticking with the 5 on the Black Eagle for sure. Um, wet fart equals Brett Favre. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, 6 on the McFarland's reserve for sure. All right, now we're moving on to the one that I overlooked on accident. This is Winchester bourbon, 90 proof. This is Green River whiskey, aged a minimum of 2 years in new oak. So hey, I mean it's just young Bradshaw whiskey essentially. Okay, now the ascot is starting to make me a little warm, but it's staying on. The vest has to come off. It's just, ugh. I don't envy the man for making this decision. I mean, good on him for that being his thing. Rock wearing Brad Favre. The Winchesters, the old guys, the Total Wine's favorite. Interesting. Let's get into it. Ah, there's nothing to it. Fresh cut grass, butterscotch, and caramel, and a little bit of chocolate milk. You know, it's not bad. It's so nothing though. There's so nothing to it. It's just limp and lifeless. But I don't think like it's not bad though. Did I say chocolate milk? I did say chocolate milk. Is it true that Fred wears an ascot because he loves Scooby Doo? I don't know, man. That's a question for Fred. Um, yeah, the Winchester's just not. It just doesn't have anything that makes me want to go back and drink more of it. Admit to that, Tony. One drink can't hurt, unless that one drink is gonna send you into skyrocket you. Story time. What's going on, Mister Shazy Biff? It's the only way I can read that, man. Hope you're well, buddy. It's good to see you in the chat. Um, Total Wine, home of flaccid whiskey. What a great way to put that, honestly. Truthfully, like it's just flat, lifeless, flaccid whiskey. Oh well, that's how it goes. 3 out of 10. Yeah, 3 out of 10. That time I got like a sweet tarts note on the nose. All right. Last in the lineup. Oregon Spirit Distillers Straight American Bourbon Whiskey, 94 proof, distilled from grain. How about that? This is also the oldest of all 7 of these at 4 years old. And I know it says Oregon Spirit, but let me just make sure. Distilled and bottled by Oregon Spirit Distillers in Bend, Oregon. Because sometimes they screw with you, and you're like, don't do it. Well, I'm committed to the bit, right? I'm doing it for the bit. Pat, jeez. Why am I getting so much like fruit on all these tonight? Yeah, fruit and young grain. I mean, it's not. It's for your. It is the oldest of all of these whiskeys, but it definitely lends itself to smelling. I have had this before. It's been a long, long time since I've had this one. But I think that it lends itself to. It just reads more like a young product. Fruit and disappointment so far, I think, is pretty accurate. But I haven't tasted it yet, so to your health, I suppose. Wow. That just it just drinks like young, young, young bourbon. Man, that's unfortunate. The finish isn't too bad. The finish, some of the barrel jar and a little bit of a sweetness kind of comes out. I don't mind that. Mm. Oh, it's so bad up front though. Oh, it's really not good. Oh, oh, 2 out of 10. Two, 2 out of 10 for sure. Fruits and disappointment and regret. Yeah. So to recap, Black Eagle, 5 out of 10. Kings Creek, Tennessee whiskey, 3 out of 10. Hayes Parker Reserve, 1 out of 10. Stone Pony Rye whiskey, 2 out of 10. McFarland's Reserve, 6 out of 10. Winchester. It's the only one I don't remember. Anybody remember what I said for the Winchester? Maybe I can recapture the magic. I say 2 out of 10 on that one. 3 out of 10. There we go. And then, shoot, I don't even know. I don't even know what I said for the Oregon. I say 2 out of 10 on the Oregon. I think I did. 2 out of 10 on that one. 11 out of 10. That's a whiskey mutant ranking if I've ever heard it. That memorable indeed. Papa Ritter says hello from Chattanooga. Hello from Lexington. Papa Ritter. Hope you guys are well. Got to see Dad and Mom for the first time last night in 2 weeks because Dad's had COVID. 2 out of 10. Thank you, Pat. But now they are down in Chattanooga, Tennessee. For his 40th high school reunion. 11 is 3 in binary. How do they compare to Funky Nerds? Funky Nerds is a trip, man. That's a good whiskey because it's different and enjoyable. Like again, I wouldn't sell it to people, but it's so weird. It's so weird. None of these are even on Funky Nerds level by any means. So to recap, don't buy Copper Pony. Don't buy Hayes Parker. Don't buy Winchester or Oregon Spirit. And if you're looking for a bottle, from Total Wine that actually kind of stacks up and should kind of get a recommend, McFarland's Reserve. Not bad for a 90 proof wheated bourbon at about 3 years old. I really love this label. I just wish the whiskey were a little bit better. Yeah, 3 years. I mean, it's really not bad. I really hope those are bubbles. I hope those are bubbles floating around in there. Tony Bag of Donuts with the $10 Snubby Chat says this Snubby Chat is brought to you by the letters N and O for these samples. Thank you. Am I? Dad, you're not the first person to make that joke tonight. I can't wear that thing anymore. My neck is all itchy now. Yeah, now that the tasting portion, I suppose, is over. No, it was in honor of Fred Minnick, I suppose. But yeah, I wonder. This is just the kind of mad scientist I am, taking all the whiskey that I've had and blending it into one. You know, in total, I don't think I've had even 2 ounces on this stream tonight. Let me move these glasses out of the way. So I can be done with them. Done with that crap. Oh, that's right. I did have 2 glasses sitting up there. I should be ashamed of nothing, you genius. Harry's disappointing punch. Linda Cannon. Wow, what a whole lot of nothing. What a whole lot of nothing going on in this class now. I think the Copper Pony actually is the one sticking out the most. It's bringing out a little bit of rye. It tastes putrid up top. Like that first sip is really bad. Papa Ritter says, just wanted to drop in and out. I'll see you all next week. Love and cheers to all. Love you, Dad. Oh, I also see that Mom said hi. Mama Ritter says hey to all. Hi, Mom. Hope you guys have a good trip. Enjoy. JG Whiskey Cheers 877 Mash now in the friggin' chat. Hello, Jay. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're well. Flaccid toothpaste spicy water. You're not, Pat, honestly, you're not wrong. Like, that's not a horrible description for what's going on in this glass. Flaccid toothpaste spicy water. Toothpaste spicy water is how, like, people would probably describe a rye that they don't like. Mm-mm. No, I don't want to drink any more of that. Oh, it's horrible. So bad. Copper pony, copper pot, piss pot. Yeah, we got there. Perry, are you going to, or Pear rather? Are you going to be at the It's Bourbon Night meetup? Yes. I will be there for an evening to meet and greet some folks. So if you're coming to the It's Bourbon Night meetup next month, I will be present to say hello to everybody. Put it in a sample for Flying Blind. Absolutely, I will, Pat. That's a great idea. But yeah, I was talking with Chad about that not too long ago, and he was like, if you want to come and see everybody, you're more than welcome to. I was like, yeah, absolutely. I'd love to see everyone. Perry, and you need to do a live stream from the Storytime bar in the Charlotte area. Let's go. Sounds good to me. We will get to meet Jay. I'm looking forward to that, man. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be really cool. Looking forward to seeing everybody next month. I haven't even really said that anywhere else, too. Like I've not put that out into the world. So now you know. The more you know. The more you. Anyway, to get that horrible mouthwash flavor out of my mouth, I decided to go in a completely different direction and pour Jack Daniel's single barrel proof. This one was bottled on May 17th of this year. May 17th holds some kind of importance to me, and I don't know why. 130.6 proof. I said this on the pregame chats. And this is kind of a hot take, but I also think that, I mean, this is just what I believe. But I think that the just regular off the shelf single barrels of bottles like Jack Daniel's and Knob Creek are more often than not better than their barrel pick compadres. Does that make sense? Like, and it's not to say that there aren't really great picks of both of those out there. It's just that consistently, and I mean, it's probably the nature of the beast because when you do the picks, you've got people who are, it's different palates, and not everybody's going to be tasting things the same way. And a lot of these single barrels that get shipped to stores, like they're typically more like geared towards or put together by the people at the distillery. Um, I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, am I off base with that? I that's just something that I hold to be fairly true. It's just the regular offerings of single barrels are just consistently they're more consistently good than picks are. It's not a bad nose. Oh, that's so good. It's so much better. It's so much better. Oh, that's what I've been wanting all night. I leave Pixar out of this. There have been a couple comments tonight where I just have completely lost the thread of what you all are talking, and it makes me feel like I, you've shifted into an alternate reality where I've made a reference to something or made a comment about something, and I just don't know what you're talking about. I found that to be true with Old Forester 100 shelfers and 100 proof store picks. I mean, but like Old Forester 100 is catered to it's a batched product. Oh, more consistently good than picks are. Sorry, I got you now. See that? Okay, so I didn't miss that joke. My brain just wasn't making the connection that I like there were two things that I could have like put together. It's like so go it I don't know if you guys I love Good Mythical Morning. And it's Rhett and Link, whom if you don't know, they've been internet tainers, as they say, for years. Um we are talking about golf. This is a golf podcast, isn't it? Yeah, sure. Um but today's Good Mythical Morning, they tried to fool profanity censor. And I don't want to spoil it, but it is so funny. It is so friggin' funny. Um, I it's good stuff. Anyway, all right. I think that about does it for this week's stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. If you have not yet, like the video, subscribe if you haven't yet. It looks like we're up to 1,160 subscribers. That's not too shabby for your boy TIMBP. Wait, your TIMBP voice. There we go. I just said it wrong. Sucked in air the wrong way. But uh, patreon.com/my bourbon podcast for as little as $1 a month. Support the show. Do all the nice things. We appreciate you guys so much. I will see you real soon. Until then, I'm Perry, and this is Tim Bip. What's all this stuff down here? Huh. Huh. StreamYard's got background music now. Anyway, bye everybody. It's Tim Bip Live. I'm Perry. You know the deal.